Sveiki, programos klausytojai. Norėčiau aš jums pristatyti.
Dear participants of the module, I would like to introduce you to one of the modules entitled Social Capital Measurement of the Project Sustainable Development for Strengthening Social Cluster in the Public Sector. In this module, I will speak about social capital and its measurement. We will find out ways of determining social capital and its importance in the society. The module consists of 4 parts, and all the materials are placed in the virtual learning environment. Thus, I am inviting you to participate actively, to perform all the tasks that are provided for each training topic, and to take an active part in the implementation of the module. The module has been developed together with the Norwegian colleagues. They share their experience with us. The module aims at municipal workers and civil service servants in Lithuania. As it has already been mentioned, the project is called Sustainable Development for Strengthening Social Cluster in the Public Sector. There are many new terms in this topic, and they are very important for the public sector cooperation with society. Who is the greatest enemy of corruption? Certainly, it is publicity. The more you publicize corruption-related issues, the more programs will be implemented in relation to this theme, and the more people will be introduced and know about various corruption schemes. The faster we will reduce the corruption factor, which is big enough for Lithuania in comparison with the Scandinavian countries. Social capital measurement. What is social capital? The definition of measurement is quite clear. First, we must know what to measure and then measure it. Let's find out what social capital is. All the training materials will be placed in the virtual learning environment. They consist of 4 parts. The first one is related to social capital, concept, elements, measurement problems. The second one is about social capital measurements, instruments, tools, and approaches. The third part deals with social capital and networks. The fourth part is about social capital and civil society. So the question is, what is social capital? To answer this question, I would like to show to you a short video film, and I will comment on it.
Social capital. What is that? Social capital has nothing to do with geography. Social capital has nothing to do with money. Social capital is trusting relationships that allow you to support one another. Social capital promotes quality of life. It's what you build up when you're part of a trusting community. Trust allows you to find and work with people in different social networks. All relationships add to our quality of life. Everyone needs to have relationships with all kinds of people. Trusting relationships add opportunities and possibilities in our lives.
Hello, Susan? My basement is flooding. Do you know anyone who has a pump?
I don't know anyone with a pump.
Ralph, do you have a pump?
No, I don't.
Linda, do you know anyone with a pump?
I know someone with a pump.
Why do you have so many bicycles?
I fix bicycles for my neighbors.
I work in a bicycle shop and they need a repair person. Would you be interested?
Yes.
Building social capital, creating trusting relationships and opportunities to help others in our community, improves the quality of life for all of us. Jobs, recreation, spiritual life, transportation, all are enhanced when we are part of a community. Supporting one another helping to solve problems together. That is social capital.
Once again, I would like to remind you that social capital has nothing to do with geography. It is not related to money. Social capital is trust in relationship. Technology and social capital are closely related. Social capital lets us support or like each other. The word like means to like someone. Social capital promotes quality of life, and we are gathered here to communicate. We do not want to be closed from others. We want to enrich ourselves and help others. Social capital helps to find a job. It will help us to spend leisure time. It will provide us with transport when we need to get to another city. And the most important thing is the spiritual satisfaction that we experience while communicating. We can achieve all this if you are part of the community. Community may also be created in the virtual space. Social capital is primarily relations between individuals in a broader sense. This term covers all relations between institutions. The concept of social capital is met in almost all the areas of social studies and is used to explain political participation, institutions, corruption in the healthcare system, the quality of public services, and economic significance of the countries. In the center of social capital, there are networks, norms, and trust, which enable participants to act together more effectively by seeking to achieve common objectives. Social capital is defined as a network of relations and shared values, which are developed by a group of people in order to solve collective problems of the present and the future. Thus, social capital is closely related to networks. Social capital and networks. Do you know social networks and their logos? Have you heard the terms like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and others? Have you heard about them? Have you seen them? And have you been participating in them actively? The most popular network in Lithuania is Facebook. The network has more than 1 billion members that sign in at least once a day. Another network, Vkontakte, is a Russian network with about 100 million users. YouTube, network that belongs to Google company and is visited by more than 1 billion users daily. And there are many others. I would like to focus more on Facebook. It's an online platform for the online community. Registered users can store photos there, comments, videos, can specify relations with friends, and can do many other things. Short statistics about it. In 2011, company services were provided in 60 languages. In 2013, it already had 1.1 billion users. More than 50% visit the platform every day. About 70% of the users live outside the USA. YouTube is an online site where anyone can upload videos and share them with other users. It was founded in 2005. YouTube platform is categorized according to the specificity of records, movies, TV shows, music videos, homemade images. Instagram is a social networking service sharing free photos and videos. This network is compatible with Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Flickr, other platforms. The maximum duration of a video film is just 60 seconds. Instagram claims that it has more than 200 million users. Lithuanians are participating actively in this network. Twitter is the social networking service of free short messages. It allows its users to send and read short messages, tweets. This network was created in 2006. Twitter is one of the most frequently visited websites. In 2013, the number of posts increased up to 500 million per day. Messages are compatible with SMS. Other networks like Snapchat, LinkedIn, ResearchGate, SoundCloud. You will learn about them more from the educational material in the virtual learning environment. Next, I will talk about social capital, which is created by non-governmental organizations and public movements. In Lithuania, there is an already well-developed legal framework to establish non-governmental organizations. The following legislation is adopted. In 1995, the law on public organizations. In 1996, the law on public institutions. And in 1996, the law on associations. Non-governmental organizations are such organizations which are established by the free will of citizens according to the laws of the Republic of Lithuania. They are key institutions that create social capital. In order to define what an NGO is, its function and position in society, first of all, it is necessary to define what civil society is. It is generally recognized that one of the most important features of an open society is abundance of non-governmental organizations. They disseminate ideas and improve living conditions of the people who need them. In summary, it can be said that NGOs can exist only in democracy. Here is the freedom of speech ensured and favorable conditions created to establish social capital. Another topic is social capital and volunteering. Volunteering are activities of people of all ages who freely give their time to the benefit of society. To become a volunteer, two conditions are necessary. A person must be motivated to devote his time to the needs of society and to find a person or an organization in need for volunteers' help. Voluntary organizations widely operate in Lithuania: Vilnius, Trakai, Ukmergė, Švenčionys, and some other cities. The list can be found on the website at www.savanoriai.org. The organization Volunteers in Europe is for those who want to test themselves helping in other EU countries. For more information, you should refer to www.jtba.lt. This brings me to the end of the presentation. Thank you for your attention. You can read more about social capital and its measurement capabilities by signing to the virtual learning environment and obtaining an access code. My email is Algimantas Šventickas@leu.lt.
Ačiū uždėmesį ir jeigu turite klausimų, prašau dabar galite klausti arba diskutuoti įvairiais klausimais.